Well, we're off again. We've left Bran and had a fun Halloween at Bran Castle, and today we're off to the transfagarasan, I think that's how it's pronounced, highway, and that is going to be today's plan. We do know that the tunnel at the very top is shut. The overlander couple we met at the very first second park up in Romania, told us that the tunnel was shut, but we could still drive up. So we don't know what parts of the road are shut. This is the time of year that the road starts to shut. But looking at some webcams of the road, it does show there are vehicles still at the top, which is like where some of the, I guess, hotels and stuff have been built. So all being well, we can drive up there and stay the night, and then head back down the northern side. The next day we can't do the entire pass because it is closed at the top. So that is today's plan. Rob and Archie are still with me, so wish us luck and wish our clutches in our vans luck. Right, well, there is the Transylvania Alps, looking all impressive in its haze, holding back a wall of cloud. Let's see how far we can get up them. I have to admit, they do look rather impressive. I guess this is probably why the road's starting to shut at this time of year. Looking at the GPS, it's definitely one very windy road. Interesting to see how far we get. It's definitely pretty. Yep, this road is certainly impressive. To quote Jeremy Clarkson, built in the 70s, this is the Transfagarasan Highway. 6,000 tons of dynamite were used to make it, and 40 lives lost. But from above, it looks like every great corner from every great racetrack in the world knitted together to create one unbroken grey ribbon of automotive perfection. Bugger. That's that then. Well, that's a shame. I think it must have closed in the last day or two. Well, that's a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. We knew we were late in the season, but hey ho, we knew we were going to be late in the season. I think we probably missed it by a couple of days. It's probably shut for good reason, isn't it? It's a high mountain pass. Let's do a U-E on a mountain road. Oh well. I'm sure looking at that view it wasn't spectacular anyway. Right. When is whilst a bit of a disappointment that we couldn't go all the way up, we're going to stay here anyway. It's midday, but we get some editing done. It's a 4G mast, so I'm getting 150 megabytes down and 70 megabytes up. Do some editing, just have a good time. And I guess it's also going to save our clutches a little bit going up and our discs and brake pads going down. We'll have to come back another time. I might have had a visit from a werewolf last night. Or a Rob. Reversing into the shot. So whilst the last parking spot was quite nice, we decided to move on about 2 miles further down the road, just because the local stray dogs, there's like a pack of 5 of them, and they're quite big. They're not an issue for me and Rob, but the second they saw Archie, they went ballistic. So we put Archie back in the van and we're like, the spot isn't fair on Arch because he can't be out. So we've just going to move a little bit further down the valley where there's sort of no hotel or restaurant or whatever that is up there, and hopefully no dogs because of it. But it's one of those things just to be aware if you're going to Romania, especially with a dog. There's a lot of stray dogs around, which generally seem quite friendly because obviously they want food. But there's also a lot of flock guardian dogs in the mountains as well, which are quite aggressive, or appear quite aggressive. And I don't know how they would treat someone else's dog as a pet turning up. So why take the risk? Just move on. Well, that's our new spot. Moved a little bit further down the road. I think it'll be great. Nice bit of sunshine as well. And no dogs. So the road we wanted to drive is currently that big wall of cloud up there. Well, good morning. Making our way down the road. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get to do the road on the Transalpina because they're closed. But you know what? It doesn't matter. The whole point of this trip is it's been an adventure. The plan's been loose, and it wouldn't have been an adventure if the outcome was given. So yeah, we're a bit disappointed, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to do other things. So we're going to drive towards the Transalpine. We're not planning to do it, we know it's already closed. But there's a little campsite which is €5 a night there. So plan is just to go there for the night. It's on the way of the direction we want to go anyway, then we can just restock the vans with water, empty waste and so on. And also they've got a bakery, it says on Park Right, and that sounds pretty good to me. Already, or pack the van and go, and Archie and me on Instagram and YouTube, give them a follow because you can see this trip from a different point of view again. always the worry. It's always the worry in Romania, is the dogs. Archie was out for a few minutes and they've come over because they smelt him. Well, we just changed our mind for this one. I mean, it's just it just looks so closed. It had us hid behind the back of the building, and to be honest, it's got two. We went here because it looks like it had showers and hot water hookup and a bakery, but it doesn't appear it's got any of that, and it's closed. So we're just going to carry on. Rob's found another spot and park for night, which is not a campsite, just a river spot. We've got lots of good reviews about 20 minutes down the road, so we're just going to crack on. And I think that's the important bit when you're out, like, you know, exploring, having a time on a trip. Just because you set the plan for the day and it doesn't work out, don't stick with it, just crack on. For us, it's only 2 o'clock. We might as well just get a bit more mileage done in the direction we want to go and see what we find. We've entered some steep downhill into mists. A fun combination. Park up number 2 for today. Not a campsite, not sure the first one was anyway. No signal, which is actually the first time on the entire trip I've had no signal. It's not a problem, it's an observation. And yeah, it's wet, it's 3 degrees, next to a river, nice little wild spot. A little bit dirty from previous people having using it for fires and so on, but it could be a nice night. Some of the bridges in Romania. Moody little evening park up. What a difference a night makes. Don't think we can see the far trees with all the cloud. Now we've got clear blue skies. Time to get onwards to... I think we'll go visit a castle today. Might seem really weird, but I just had to stop to take a picture of this rock. It's mad. Oh, I think there's a lichen on it, but... Well, we've dropped below the clouds in the mountains as we're heading down, and it's completely different. getting warmer, beautiful sunshine, blue skies. So you would have seen the style I've been using for the travelling sequence is running the time-lapse feature on the iPhone and then editing it a bit. Main reason for all of that is, one, I'm driving, as you've probably noticed, so I can't do any camera work, it's just me, so I can't do sort of filmy bits out the windows. So I think it's a good option. However, it doesn't always work. It only really works on straight and slightly winding roads. I'm going to play you some unedited footage from yesterday on the mountain sections on why most of the time lapses aren't usable. And I'm sorry for anyone who feels sick watching it, because it's, yeah, you'll see why they're unusable. But I think the style works quite well. You get to see quite a bit of the landscape, and it's changing throughout the drive and so on. Plus, I can actually film it whilst I'm driving. Well, that's a new one on the Romanian dog tick list. In Romania you have a lot of stray dogs, you've got a lot of guardian dogs, and pet dogs, and you see an awful lot of roadkill dogs on the roads quite often, and roadkill cats actually as well. But this morning I saw a very large dog eating another dog. That, or what looked like eating another dog, that's a new one for me. Gonna go look at a Romanian castle. I'm parked up down here. Not a bad looking castle. It's called Castle something or other Cavino. I can't remember, I'll put it down below. Look at this guy, taking a piss at me. So, whilst I didn't pronounce the name correctly, I just had a realisation after I stopped filming that the word, it sounds very like Corvis, which is the family of birds, which includes the raven, the crows, rooks and so on. And turns out that's also the reason. The translation is basically Castle Corvid, or the Castle of the Raven. And looking on the Wikipedia and information about it, there's a legend about a raven. Also, unsurprisingly, there's quite a few members of the Corvid family just over here behind me. We've got a mix of birds. We've got, I can't see any ravens, so we've got we've got some rooks, which are a member of the Corvis family. We've got some jackdaws over there, which are not members of the Corvid family, but they are related to crows. And I think there, I did see a raven somewhere that had a shiny black beak. So, Castle Corvid lives up to its name. Nope, that's a pigeon. Tonight's riverbank park up. Right, we're making our way out of Romania and the park up from last night. Got to admit, good effort from this tow truck. Well, that's pretty much going to end this episode and the Romanian part of the trip. We spent about 9 days in Romania overall, so we did have to renew our vignette. And it's probably some of the best park ups so far. Park up for night 1 and night 2 were just incredible. A lot of fun. Enjoying Brancaster for Halloween. But next, we're going to be off to Croatia via Hungary because we can't get insurance to take the vans through Serbia. So thank you very much for joining me. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, any questions. Yeah, comment if you've got questions. If you want to see some more sort of live and up-to-date content of the trip or what I'm up to, find my Instagram. You can see some more live things there. If you want to see the trip from a different point of view, if you follow Rob, whose YouTube and Instagram is Pack the Van and Go, or Archie and me, give him a like and a subscribe, and you can see the trip from a different point of view. And yeah, apart from that, that's going to be it for me. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.